So the PS5 comes with a built-in capture card to be able to grab your screenshots and grab all of your gameplay footage. However, you can still use external cards if you want to as well too for better control, and I'm going to show you how to do both of them here, starting off with showing you how the built-in capture card feature works. It's pretty cool. So to be able to access it as quickly as possible, all you do is hop in the game here, and all you got to do is hit the create button, which is the button on the left here right next to the touchpad. And when you do that, you'll pop up and you'll see all the different options right here. You can save recent gameplay, you can take a screenshot, you can start a new manual recording, you can broadcast, you can also go to capture options and toggle these as you desire to get to the capture functions that you specifically want to get. But I do want to show you the other way to access to get a little bit more deeper control with that, and that's going to be in the main menu. So we're going to head back home here. We're going to go up here, we're going to go over to settings. Then we're going to scroll all the way down to captures and broadcast, and we'll hit captures, and you'll see here the different capture options that we have. Now, shortcuts for the create button, this basically controls the button mapping, and you can kind of change what it does when you press it once, you press and hold, and press twice. There's 3 different options. There's standard, there's easy screenshot, there's easy video clips, and you can just kind of pick and choose which one that you want to use with that. Down here is a length of recent gameplay video clips. So by default, the PS5 will record about 1 hour of 1080p footage of your gameplay automatically. And when you hit the save recent gameplay option, you can choose how much of that you want to save. So you can go all the way from 15 seconds all the way up to 1 hour if you want to do that. And as soon as you hit save recent gameplay, it will automatically save that footage for you and store it into your gallery. Now, if you want a little bit more granular function of the screenshots, you can choose between high dynamic range or not. If you have it on HDR, it's going to automatically choose the file type here for you, and it will adjust too, so it'll be able to send out an image if it's going to something that isn't HDR compatible, if it needs to use something that's different. If you toggle that off, you can choose between the file types of JPEG or PNG, depending upon what you want to use, and we'll leave that turned on there. Now, if we go over here to the video clip section, within here, this is where you'll be able to do a little bit more manual controls here. So usually by default, this is set to 1920 by 1080 for your default capture resolution. And there's 2 different file type options. It's most efficient, which is a WebM file, and most compatible, which is MP4. I would recommend, if you are planning to pretty much take this out and put it onto a different editor to edit your gameplay footage on your PC or something like that, you probably want to do 1080p most compatible. That's going to be the simplest and easiest way to do it, and your video editor will work with that without too much of a problem. So if you're just going to do something simple like that and you're not uploading directly and you're doing editing, this is the option that you want to choose. However, if you want to use 4K, the only option for 4K is going to change it to this most efficient WebM option. Now, that's going to be able to record in 4K, but you're going to have some compatibility issues when it comes to having to use it within your video editing software of choice. But it's pretty easy to convert it around. It's just a bit of an extra step. But what I did is I actually put this file into Handbrake and converted it to an MKV file. Then from there to the MKV file, and then I remuxed it within OBS, changed that around into an MP4, and then I was able to actually use it in my video editor, which I use DaVinci Resolve, and it was able to work just fine there with that. So if you're going to record in 4K, you're going to have to do a little conversion right there to be able to use the file in editor if you're going to be editing it a little bit later. So just keep that in mind. There's also back here into the settings an option for including your mic audio. You can include your chat and party audio as well too. You can have both on, toggle one off, whichever one you want to do here with that. So that's pretty much it in terms of being able to set this up in terms of capturing content on your PS4 and basically your PS5. Sorry, I'm getting these numbers confused here, but being able to capture that content. But let's say you want to use an external card. I particularly use for capturing these tutorials and stuff, I use the Elgato 4K 60 Pro Mark II. To be able to enable that, you're going to need to go back in the settings here, and you're going to need to go down to System, and you're going to need to go to HDMI, and you're going to need to toggle off enable HDCP, because with this turned on, it's not going to allow you to use external capture cards. But when it is toggled off, faded like this to the left, now you're going to be able to connect your capture card. You're going to want to do that also before you connect your console to your capture card, because if you do it before doing this, you're not going to be able to see anything on your end with that. So that's something you want to make sure. At that point, boom, your capture card should work just fine. You can grab your content using the capture utility of your choice. Now, in terms of quality, the built-in recorder does pretty decent job with this. It's not bad either in 1080p or in 4K video footage. It's not bad. It's good enough to be able to upload to wherever you're going to share it to and with and whatnot, and it's okay for that. But I do believe if you use an external card, you're going to get better game footage out of that. So I definitely recommend, if you're looking for the best footage possible, definitely use a capture card to be able to get that. An external one is going to definitely give you that better footage with that. Now, if you're going to be looking at streaming, I would definitely recommend checking out this great YouTuber's channel here, EposVox, or EposVox, not sure how to pronounce it exactly, but I've learned a lot from him from streaming and about capture cards. He's the stream professor and has great deep dive detailed videos about these things, and I would definitely check that out if I was you. I'll leave a link to his channel below as well. Also, if you're looking to transfer all your data from your PS4 to your PS5 and you haven't done it yet, definitely check out our video where we talk about that here and show you how to do that so you can get that rolling. Also, after you're doing that and you want to be able to use your PS4 to remotely connect to your PS5, there's definitely a cool way to do that as well too. Check out this video here where we talk more about that. Thanks for watching.